Welcome to the Spring 2021 Convocation, honoring the newest graduates of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at Arizona State University. It's always a proud moment for the faculty to see a class graduate, but this year we're especially proud. You are graduating during the most challenging time in higher education that any of us can remember. And I'm sure that your final year in college, not to mention this graduation ceremony, in no way resembles what you imagined it would be. Yet you have arrived at this moment. You did it. And moreover, you did it with fervor and flair. You have shown future employers, and more importantly yourselves, that you can meet any challenge thrown at you. And that ability to adapt, to innovate, to bounce back, are the very characteristics that will ensure your success in the future. We congratulate you. This is the moment in the Cronkite ceremony each year when the dean usually recognizes another very special group of people, the parents. Usually, we ask the parents of our graduates to stand up and get a hearty round of applause. If you're at home watching this, I ask you to do just that. Stand up. Graduates and others, please join me in thanking the parents and other loved ones, spouses, grandparents, relatives, and friends who have been such an important part of this journey. While graduating, receiving your diploma and hopefully a really nice graduation present is a seminal event in your lives, there's something even better, and that is anticipating what comes next. Cronkite graduates go on to amazing careers as reporters, editors, producers, digital strategists, documentarians, videographers, and public relations specialists, to name just a few. They become editors and CEOs and entrepreneurs and educators. They tell stories that change the world, and we are enormously proud of them. We expect no less from you. But I also want to remind you that success is measured not solely by the job or the salary or the people who return your phone calls or the number of people who recognize your name or your face. In our profession, especially in these times, your success will also be measured by the humanity you bring to the job and the truths that you pursue. You are living through historic times, times when truth and democracy itself are being tested, when social constructs are being challenged, when we are being asked to reevaluate and reorder the way we think about ourselves and others. Journalism is never more important than in moments like these. Walter Cronkite would have understood this. He too lived through precarious times, wars and political upheaval, and an historic struggle for civil rights. In his 92 years, the world changed in almost unrecognizable ways, from wireless radio to rocket launches. But he was never afraid of change. In fact, he embraced it. Early in his career, he was one of the first to see the potential in the new invention of television. And near the end of his life, at age 89, he joined a virtual march on Washington to stop global warming. He was blogging for HuffPost. He was speaking about the need for a civil and better informed society. His ambition was not for himself, but for journalism as a profession that makes democracy work. My hope for you is that you, like Cronkite, will be fearless witnesses to the events of our times and to act always with integrity and fairness and respect for others. These are the qualities Walter taught us and the ones we have strived to pass on to you, the students and soon-to-be graduates of the school that bears his name. It has been a privilege to teach you, and it will be an honor to call you Cronkite alumni. At every Cronkite Convocation, we welcome a nationally renowned professional working at the forefront of journalism and mass communication. Tonight, it is our honor to have Yamiche Alcindor as our keynote convocation speaker. Ms. Alcindor is the White House correspondent for the PBS NewsHour, as well as a political contributor for NBC News and MSNBC. She is a former national reporter for the New York Times, where she covered politics and social justice. The daughter of Haitian immigrants, Ms. Alcindor, said she was inspired to become a journalist after learning the story of Emmett Till, an African-American boy who was lynched in 1955 after being accused of offending a white woman. In a recent interview with Rolling Stone, she explained that she wanted to be someone who would bring the hard truth to America. After covering the Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump campaigns for the New York Times, Alcindor moved to PBS in 2018. She wanted, in part, to follow in the footsteps of the late Gwen Ifill, a broadcasting trailblazer and the co-recipient of the 34th Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism. Every day, Alcindor pursues her coverage of this tumultuous time in our nation's history with purpose, passion, and conviction, and we know our graduating students have much to learn from her. It is my pleasure to introduce our keynote convocation speaker, Yamiche Alcindor.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. You made it. You did this. You earned this moment. I hope you take a moment to really let this sink in, knowing that you are just beginning an amazing, amazing journey. Amid these trying and historic times, you earned a degree from Arizona State University. What an accomplishment. What an accomplishment. As we struggle through and try to get through this year and this first, of course, and second year of the pandemic. I'm so excited to be the 2021 Spring Convocation speaker at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. Your university is one of the top journalism schools in the country, and now you are stepping into that great and incredible legacy as the new generation of Cronkite graduates that will surely impact the world in a very big way. So to the graduates, thank you for allowing me to share this time with you as you receive your degrees and begin this new phase in your life as undergraduates, as graduates, as students on campus and remote and around the world. I am so excited to be speaking with you. And to the faculty and staff at ASU and the Cronkite School, thank you for trusting me with this incredible opportunity to share some words with this amazing group of hardworking graduates. And thank you all to the people who have supported the class of 2021, including the moms, the dads, the grandparents, the uncles, the aunts, the cousins, those special friends. You had these graduates' backs when they needed you. And this is also a celebration of you and your individual villages. I have to say, I really wish I was there with you in person. I would have loved to be meeting you students and touring school buildings. I would have loved to visit and to be in some of your classrooms in this amazing institution. I would have loved to, of course, also visit some of my colleagues at Arizona PBS and PBS NewsHour West. I know you call it a teaching hospital, what you do there. And it is incredible that you are able to do so much as students and to be part of the PBS system as students. I would have loved to, of course, to be in Phoenix cheering you on today, but know that your accomplishment, whether you're on campus or remote, an undergrad or graduate, that it is no less important that we are gathering today virtually. And rest assured today, as you receive your degrees, you are already your ancestors, your parents, those who came before you, you are already their wildest dreams. So continue to strive and to really thrive knowing that that is the reality. Now, let me start by stating the obvious. 2020 and, of course, 2021 have been awful. Globally, nationally, personally, professionally, full stop. That said, these years have also made it clear that we need, more than ever, a clear-eyed, dogged press who are able to push for answers. Millions of people in our nation are mourning the loss of loved ones, of family members, of friends, of neighbors in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic that has torn through communities and has killed hundreds of thousands of people, many of them disproportionately Black people and people of color. Millions have also had to face the deathly consequences of systemic racism. As a result, our nation has gone through and continues to go through a racial reckoning in the wake of the death of George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, and so many others. And on top of all of that, so many of us are still processing the siege at the Capitol on January 6th following the false words, the false accusations that the election was rigged, that the President Biden, that he wasn't legally elected. All of that, though, has made it really, really clear that there are dangers of white supremacy, and that communities are threatened by white supremacy, and that our democracy is threatened by white supremacy. But what does that all mean to you? What does that all mean for you as graduates? What it means is that you've picked an amazing time to dedicate your lives to being professional witnesses, to being the voice of the American people, to holding leaders accountable, to exposing hard truths when needed. At every step of last year, it's become clearer and clearer that we need a vibrant and diverse press that is allowed to dig for truth, to tell it like it is, and to directly push back on leaders when they seek to mislead the public. The last year has taught us that we also have to value diversity in race, in gender, in socioeconomic backgrounds, in geography. And you are stepping into a press that needs you more than ever. So as you step into this career field, I have 3 things I really want to share with you. Pursue your life's passion and purpose. Stay the course, no matter the setbacks, and do the right thing, even when no one is looking. So pursue your life's passion and purpose. Pose this question to yourself and listen to what you say as a result. What is inspiring you? What do you cry about that others don't cry about? What do you stress over that others overlook? What could you focus on every day of your life for the rest of your life and feel fulfilled? Get hungry for that thing and pursue it with fervor. As a White House reporter, the thing that drives me is holding powerful people accountable and being a voice for the voiceless, people who may never walk into the White House. It's how I came into journalism, wanting to write about civil rights, wanting to write about human rights. Now I ask you, make a career out of the thing that drives you. You are already quite certainly a class of problem solvers and survivors, so focus on the areas that move you and give yourself time to figure out your passions. And stay the course no matter the setbacks. Staying the course means giving yourself time to develop. Before I was a journalist, I worked at McDonald's. I was a telemarketer. I worked at a leather shoe store in Miami. I was a helper at class reunions in South Florida. Maybe you're graduating without a job or without the job that you thought you would get. Maybe you're graduating with a lot of student loan debts and are so anxious about what comes next. I'm here to tell you, give yourself some space to develop and focus on putting one foot in front of the other and pushing through. And even if you're graduating into what you believe is your dream job, brace for it. When I started my career in journalism, the setbacks came quickly and they will come for you too. So stay the course, drown out the noise, and go forward despite the hurdles. And do the right thing, even when no one is looking. This advice comes down to what the late Congressman John Lewis called good trouble. John Lewis planned his last words to this nation to be published in the New York Times on the day of his funeral. And he wrote this: "When you see something that is not right, you must say something. You must do something. Democracy is not a state, it is an act, and each generation must do its part to help build what we have called the beloved community, a nation and world and society at peace with itself. Ordinary people," he said, "can do extraordinary things when they have the vision and they can redeem the soul of America." He said that's what he called good trouble, necessary trouble. Political journalism is my good trouble, and I implore you to find yours in this amazing industry that you are stepping into. Now, you might be the only Black person on a social media team, or the only person of color in a morning news meeting. Maybe you're the only person from a rural town in a big city paper, or the only woman on an editorial board. I tell you, speak up. Don't be afraid to let your experiences allow you to make the places where you are better and where you can be honored when you feel like you've made those places better. Do what is right. Now, class of 2021, go forward. Good luck with confidence. I know that you are going to be an amazing class of problem solvers, of people who will embrace all of this. I know what it's like to graduate with the anxiety of not having a job, I know what it's like to weather so much. I applied for hundreds of jobs, yes, hundreds of jobs before I got my first job in journalism. So I tell you, as someone who has been through it, that you will get through it, that you can push through. Have a support system, have people that have your back, lean in on your village, and know that you are not alone, that you are not the first person to face a tough job market, that you are not the first person to have to deal with issues of diversity and racial reckoning. So know that your voice is an important one, that just graduating from the amazing Cronkite School means that you have what it takes to navigate this industry. So I implore you not to give up, not to give in. Know that if you are nervous going into your first job or you're nervous about what comes next, it's because it means something to you. It's because you know in your heart and in your body and in your mind that this is the thing that you should be doing. So even when you're nervous, lean into that nervousness sometimes. Let it wash over you. Understand that all of the things that are going forward, that you already have the skills and the tools to do them. So I just ask and that you will keep me updated on all of the things that you accomplish. I am so excited to hear from all of you, to see all of you. And until we can meet in person, I want to say again, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Yamiche, for those wise words and for representing the journalism profession so well. Next, we will honor the achievement of Abdul Samad Salih, who is receiving a doctoral degree from the Cronkite School. Assistant Dean for Research Don Gilpin led the traditional hooding ceremony earlier this week.
Will the candidate who is here to receive a PhD from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication please come forward? Dean Gilger, in accordance with the recommendation of the faculty of the Cronkite School, please recognize this candidate who has successfully completed all requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Journalism and Mass Communication, Abdul Samad Salih. His dissertation is titled, Framing Identity in Reflexive Modernity, an examination of global online news channels' framing of the Saudi political, economic, and cultural identity.
Tonight, we are honoring 107 students who are receiving master's degrees. These include the Master of Mass Communication, Master of Arts in Sports Journalism, Master of Science in Business Journalism, and Master of Science in Digital Audience Strategy. We also are honoring 378 students who are receiving bachelor's degrees. These include the Bachelor of Arts degrees in Journalism and Mass Communication, Sports Journalism, Mass Communication and Media Studies, and Digital Audiences. Of our undergraduates, 61 are graduating cum laude, 48 magna cum laude, and 90 summa cum laude. 22 also are graduating from Barrett, the Honors College, and 20 are graduating with concurrent degrees in other disciplines. We'd like to now recognize some of the standout graduates with special awards presented by members of the Cronkite School leadership, faculty, and staff.
The Cronkite School is recognizing 2 of its outstanding graduate students for their excellence and achievements. Kelsey Kolesi Ekberg is the winner of the Outstanding Graduate Student Award. Kelsey is receiving her master's degree in sports journalism after transitioning from her career as an elementary school teacher. Kelsey has become a proven leader here in the sports journalism program at Cronkite, guiding a record-breaking stream team season for ASU Athletics, working with the broadcast teams in Cronkite News and Cronkite Sports, and supporting student success as a graduate assistant. She was also a recipient of the Buffett Foundation Fellowship while working for the Carnegie Knight News 21 initiative.
Karina Espinosa Rios is the winner of our Outstanding Accelerated Master's Student Award. Karina is graduating with her master's degree in mass communication after receiving her bachelor's degree just last year. During her time at Cronkite, Karina completed 4 semesters in the Cronkite News professional program, where she reported in English and also Spanish for Cronkite Noticias. She was also a part of the National Association of Hispanic Journalists chapter at ASU. Karina is excited to start dedicating more time to her current role as a content producer at Telemundo, Arizona, where one day she hopes to become a reporter and anchor.
The Cronkite School is recognizing 6 outstanding undergraduate students for their excellence and achievements. Farah Atahami is our first winner of the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Award. Farah is graduating with a bachelor's degree in journalism and mass communication and a minor in political science. She is currently the digital news intern for NPR and the diversity officer for ASU student newspaper, the State Press. Prior to that, Farah was a state politics intern for the Arizona Republic, reported for both Cronkite News DC and Phoenix, and freelanced for National Geographic. Over the summer, she will join the Texas Tribune as a Washington Reporting Fellow before returning to ASU to complete her master's degree.
Emily Holdaway is our second winner of the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Award. Emily is graduating magna cum laude with a bachelor's degree in journalism with an emphasis in public relations and a minor in political science. Emily has had 5 internships and 4 on-campus jobs during her time at the Cronkite School. She has also been the recipient of 2 Nix Marcom Gold Awards for her work with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Central Arizona and the Fiesta Bowl at the ASU Public Relations Lab. Emily plans to continue her public relations career and her research centered around the Walt Disney Company's crisis communication.
Andrew Howard is our next winner of the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Award. Andrew is graduating with degrees in journalism and political science. His thesis for Barrett, the Honors College, focused on how nonprofit newsrooms could help curb division in the media. Andrew has covered state government as an intern for the Arizona Republic and the Arizona Capital Times. He was editor-in-chief of the State Press, a role he says he'll miss most when he graduates. After graduation, Andrew will be moving to Maine to cover the State House as a Report for America core member. Congratulations, Andrew.
Serena Raboyan is also a winner of the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Award. Serena Raboyan is graduating with a bachelor's degree in sports journalism and a minor in Spanish. She's also a Barrett the Honors College graduate. Serena studied abroad in Valencia, Spain, and produced a senior honors thesis documentary on the culture of soccer there. She held internships with Mesa Channel 11, Sports360AZ.com, and Phoenix Magazine, and also reported, produced, and hosted broadcasts for Cronkite News and Cronkite Sports. After graduation, Serena is moving to Louisville, Kentucky to work at WHAS 11 as a producer in residence.
Kiara Spotsville is another winner of the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Award. Kiara is graduating magna cum laude with a degree in journalism and mass communication and a minor in organizational leadership. She served as the president of the National Association of Black Journalists for 2 years, the vice president and founding student member of the Native American Journalists Association, and one of the founding members and director of public relations of the Multicultural Student Journalist Coalition at Cronkite. After graduating, Kiara plans to spend the summer interning in the public relations industry and looks forward to returning to Cronkite in the fall to complete her master's degree.
Luis Zambrano is our final winner of the Outstanding Undergraduate Student Award. Luis is graduating with a degree in journalism and mass communication after transferring to the Cronkite School as a first-generation college student and dreamer under DACA. Luis worked at the Downtown Devil, the Arizona Capital Times, and Cronkite News as part of the Southwest Health Reporting Initiative. Nominators say it is Luis's spirit of perseverance and positivity that makes him such an outstanding representative of Cronkite Nation.
We are pleased to honor outstanding online students at both the graduate and undergraduate levels. Samantha Stull is our outstanding graduate online student. Samantha is graduating with a Master of Science in Digital Audience Strategy. She previously graduated summa cum laude from Cronkite with her bachelor's in journalism and mass communication and a minor in French. Samantha has worked as a social media specialist for Talking Stick Resort and Casino, Arizona, and is currently working as the social media and influencer marketing manager with PCA Skin. Samantha has plans to continue working in the digital audience industry.
Joanna Cosper is our outstanding undergraduate online student. Joanna is graduating summa cum laude with a degree in Media Studies and Mass Communication. She just recently landed a job as an account executive for a medical marketing company known as Firm Media. At the same time, she's working as the development coordinator for a local nonprofit called Project Boone and managing social media for Hitch Burger Grill. Joanna plans on getting situated in these new roles while researching potential master's programs to continue her education. Congratulations, Joanna.
Michelle Alport is receiving her degree in journalism and mass communication and a certificate in cross-sector leadership. She's been a standout since before coming to Cronkite. She participated in the first ever high school innovation camp and later became a camp counselor there. During her time at Cronkite, she's done a variety of internships, including at the Arizona Republic, the Arizona Department of State, and Arizona PBS, and a number of nonprofits. She's received a number of awards and fellowships, including from the Arizona Press Club, the U.S. Department of State, and the RIAS Berlin Commission. After receiving her master's degree through the 3+1 program, Michelle plans to travel in Europe and continue to hone her journalism craft. Congratulations, Michelle.
Jamie Landers is also a Top Innovator Award winner. Jamie's graduating with a bachelor's degree in journalism and mass communication. While at Cronkite, she interned for over a year on the Arizona Republic's breaking news desk, CNBC in New York, and reported and anchored for Cronkite News, where she was part of a team of 3 students who created the school's first virtual newscast. Jamie also reported and produced for the year-long Life is Confronting Youth Suicide documentary for Arizona PBS, and she's been published in The Guardian, USA Today, and Teen Vogue. Post-graduation, she plans to continue to pursue narrative writing and breaking news.
Kappa Alpha is a college honor society that recognizes academic excellence and promotes scholarship in journalism. Selection for membership is a mark of the highest distinction and honor. Graduates inducted today represent the very top of their class. This year's inductees to Kappa Alpha are Fatma Abed, Alexis Alabato, Christian Babcock, Jamie Bornshore, Kylie Cochran, Alexandra Cook, Lauren Fountain, Kylie Gillespie, Eric Hansen, Jacob Holter, Molly Hudson, Joshua Iverson, Aaron Bradley James, Grace Oldham, Katie Pruitt, Kiara Quaranta, Sarandon Raboyan, Haley Rain,
Abdul Samad Sali, Erica Scipione, and Emma Vandeninde. Congratulations to the newest inductees of Kappa Tau Alpha.
The ASU Alumni Association gives the Moore Award each year to students who graduate within 8 consecutive fall and spring semesters with a cumulative grade point average of 4.0. This year's winners of the Moore Award are Fatma Abed, Jamie Bornshore, Kylie Cochran, Alexandra Cook, Alexa Fuenmayor, Haley Gribner, Eric Hansen, Nicholas Hedges, Jacob Holter, Molly Hudson, Katie Pruitt, Kiara Quaranta, Sarandon Raboyne, Haley Rain, and Emma Vandeninde. Congratulations to all of our Moore Award winners in the Cronkite class of 2021.
We also want to congratulate 2 Cronkite undergraduate students graduating with the highest grade point average in both immersion and online programs. Kylie Cochran is graduating with a bachelor's degree in journalism and mass communication with a GPA of 4.22. Camille Corpus is graduating with a bachelor's degree in digital audiences with a GPA of 4.3. Congratulations, Kylie and Camille.
The Cronkite School honors students each year who best exemplify the energy, optimism, and support of the Cronkite community. The first winner of our Cronkite Spirit Award is Vaughn Jones. Vaughn is graduating summa cum laude with a bachelor's degree in sports journalism and a minor in music. Vaughn spent 2 years as the music director at ASU's Blaze Radio and says he'd like to send love and appreciation to the members of Blaze for making his college experience amazing. Vaughn was also a Cronkite ambassador and a residential college student leader, guiding our newest members of Cronkite Nation to success with his constant caring energy. He interned last summer at KJZZ 91.5, the NPR member station, and currently holds the position of weekend reporter at that station, a job he will continue post-graduation.
Our second Cronkite Spirit Award winner is Marco Peralta. Marco is graduating with a degree in sports journalism and participated in Blaze Radio, House of Sparky, and the Cronkite Sports Bureau. He interned at KSUN under Arturo Ochoa, the Spanish play-by-play announcer for the Phoenix Suns. While Marco credits this award to his family, friends, and faith, his nominators know he excelled at Cronkite through his perseverance, ambition, determination, and positivity, and the Cronkite community is better with him being a part of it. Congratulations, and thank you both Vaughn and Marco for your Cronkite spirit.
This semester, we lost a treasured member of our Cronkite family. Paulina Verbera was just 22 years old when she died in a car accident in Mexico this past January. Paulina was a double graduate of the Cronkite School, having received both her bachelor's degree in journalism and, just last May, her master's of mass communication. Paulina first came to us in 2015 while she was still a student at Mesa High School for the Cronkite High School Summer Journalism Institute. As a Cronkite undergraduate, her professors described her as a great student and a remarkable person. When she traveled to Peru as part of Professor Rick Rodriguez's Borderlands seminar, she not only reported her own stories, she spent considerable time translating for other students. She was a leader in the ASU student chapter of the National Association of Hispanic Journalists, and she returned to the Summer Journalism Institute as a student coach, nurturing and caring for the students who followed in her footsteps. At that point, she was already working at the National Council of La Raza Development Corporation, assisting with corporate communications and social media. One of her Cronkite mentors, the just retired Anita Loera, said this of Paulina: "I had no doubt Paulina would be successful wherever her journalism career led her. Paulina had a spirit of joy about her for such a young person. Not many people are blessed in this way." We honor Paulina Verbera as an enduring reminder of the best of the Cronkite Nation. It is a Cronkite tradition to give one of our graduates the last word on behalf of fellow students. Tonight, that honor belongs to Harrison Zhang. Harrison is one of those students who has always known what he wants to do. He was part of the Cronkite Sports Journalism Broadcast Boot Camp while still in high school, and after graduation, he chose Cronkite for our sports journalism program, quickly becoming a standout. He interned with Sun Devil Athletics and the Orange County Soccer Club's digital media department, and with the OC Sports Zone, an Orange County publication that focuses on high school sports. A talented photographer, he was on the photo staff of the State Press, ASU's student media organization, and he has received multiple NCAA Photo of the Week honors and was a runner-up in the Cronkite Student Photojournalism Contest, the Greg Crowder Memorial Photojournalism Awards. Harrison also was involved with Sun Devil Athletics for most of his college career, assisting with social media strategy, graphics, video editing, and photography. Today, he is graduating summa cum laude with a sports journalism degree and a digital audiences minor. We are grateful not to lose Harrison after this graduation ceremony. He plans to return to Cronkite in the fall to work toward his master's in mass communication degree. Welcome Harrison Zhang, our Convocation student speaker, representing the Cronkite class of 2021.
Class of 2021. It is my utmost pleasure to have the honor to speak with you all on our special day and usher us into the next chapter of our lives. Here we are. After years of enterprise stories, creating campaigns, sleepless nights and edit bays, must-see Mondays, Zoom meetings, discussion boards, and of course, late-night Taco Bell Cantina runs, we did it. Today, I want to speak with you all about trusting the process. And no, this is not a Philadelphia 76ers speech, but as a sports journalism major, I just had to sneak in the sports reference. In high school, I mapped out my future school, my future college life, my future career. However, the summer before senior year, on a whim, I attended the high school Cronkite Sports Broadcast Boot Camp at Arizona State. In that moment, I knew where the process was taking me, and I just needed to trust it. Meeting professors like Paula and Isaac at that camp opened my eyes to the possibilities Cronkite could have for a young student eager for a chance like me. As a son of 2 Chinese immigrants trying to enter an untraditional major, I was skeptical of chasing my dreams and being lost under the prestige of the Cronkite School. However, I knew Cronkite was the place for me. I just needed to trust the process. So I packed my bags and headed to 555 North Central Avenue in the heart of downtown Phoenix. Growing up, my mom would characterize my personality as an impatient yet curious boy. My sister? She would just say, loud. The other week, as I reflected upon my academic journey with my grandma and how I've grown over the years, she challenged me to stay true to myself in this next chapter in my life. And today, I want to echo that same sentiment onto you all. We're here to celebrate our amazing accomplishments, both in the classroom and in the field. And we got this far by trusting the process and staying true to ourselves. If the last few years have taught us anything, it is to expect the unexpected. We certainly won't know when an interview will cancel, when breaking news will occur, when Canvas will shut down, or more serious things like when we'll get our first full-time job, or when a pandemic may shake things up. During our time at Cronkite, though, we've been shaped by the amazing professors and faculty, friends, family, interview subjects, to become the professionals that we are today, ready to face the world ahead of us. Cronkite is where we were all meant to be. Our first job, although it may not be our dream job, is where we're meant to be. Wherever life takes us after that is where we're meant to be. Today, as we embark on our next journey, remember this: trusting the process does not mean we do things alone. The people sitting next to you in your living room tonight, the people who sat in your neighboring edibays the last few years, the amazing Cronkite professors and faculty, are all what make up the strong and supportive network we call Cronkite Nation. Although we may not get Wallies in the professional world for our amazing stories and campaigns, we know that we will always have Cronkite Nation cheering for us every step of the way. And lastly, as Cronkite professor of practice and ASU head football coach Herm Edwards will tell you after beating the team down south 41-40 in 2018, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Class of 2021. We started with juggling our clickers for the daily news quizzes in JMC 110, or panicking about how we're going to pass media law. And today, we finish our time at Cronkite as graduates of the distinguished Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. This is our accomplishment that no one can ever take away from us. We earned this. I've had the privilege of knowing so many of you, whether in classes, clubs, labs, online communities, or the Bureau. And I have no doubt this class will make Cronkite Nation proud in whatever you choose to do. Class of 2021, trust the process and congratulations. We did it.
Christopher Abdelmalek, Fatma Abid, Andres Adam Acuna, Cynthia Aguilar Baldeon, Michelle Ailport, Alexis Marie Alabado, Caitlin Elwin Alexander, Sean Allen, Constance Sophie Chantel Almendarez, Jacob A. Altland, Adriel Agustin Alvarado, John Charles Alvear, Christopher Paul Amick, Natalia M. Anastasovsky, Katie Ann Anderson, Milan Kayla Andrade, Catherine Andrews, Joseph Andrus, Paul Logan Archer, Riel Gray Arvizu, Stephen Wayne Atkinson, Sydney Jordan Addis, Elise Celine Avila, Mario Leandro Avila II, Emily Madison Ayers, Christian Anton Matthew Babcock, Laura Baines, Emily Balsarac, Nicholas Michael Balderrama,
Ramona de Jesus Barajas Villar,
Sierra Bailey Bardfeld, Maria Barquin, Sarah Elizabeth Barrett, Haley Bartow, Jocelyn Basaldu, Ryan Bates, Abigail Jane Bond, Jessica Bautista, Matthew Bahunik, Christina Elena Bell, Mackenzie Belay, Andre Fernando Beltran, John Mesha Patricia Beltran, Raul Bencomo, Carly Bennett, Colin Bennett, Emily Bergman, Lily Eve Berman, Lene Christine Berryhill, Rachel Barbara Benz, Heidi C. Blakemore, Katie Blequin, Caitlin Blome, Delaney Bomar, Brittany Nicole Bonilla, Trevor Michael Booth, Jamie Catherine Bornschuer, Ellie James Borst, Rhiannon Doris Bodorf, Molly Sue Bowes, Christina Patrice Bowles, Gianna Catherine Bradford, Katie Nicole Brady, McKenna Ann Brannigan, Rebecca Brennis, Zachary Craig Brogg, Bresse Brown, Lauren Lene Brown, Chase Hunter Budniski, Paige Alexis Burkhart, Trey Matthew Burkhart, Brittany Shawnee Burton, Georgia Marie Butkovich, Cassandra Marie Butler, Lindsay Rochelle Butler, Courtney Campagna, Danielle J. Condre, Carissa Ray Cannon, Brian M. Cano, Morgan Riley Carden, Cody Richard Cardenas, Yareli Yaresnath Carlos,
Jessica Carpenter,
Danielle Myra Caruth, Kim V. Carson Jr., Lauren B. Carter, Brittany Casanovas, Daniel J. Cassidy, Jesse Leon Castle, Kirsten T. Chambers, Jordan Chamizo, Claire Elizabeth Chandler, Josie Corinne Chisholm, Casey J. Sioka, Peyton Amber Clark, Kylie Marie Cochran, Zachary Paul Cohen, Kiana Brittany Cole, Robert Joseph Cole, Tiffany Shantae Coleman, Reagan Samantha Concha, Clayton Taylor Condict, Alexandra Isabel Cook, Kelsey Alexandra Corbin, Kirsten Taylor Corns, Camille Diane Corpus, Alexis Cortez, Joanna Mackenzie Cosper, Wendy Yaseli Cotto, Renee Susan Coulomb, Jacob Tanner Crawl, Angus James Crutcher, Itzel Sear, Tyler Veronica Dahlstrom, Shady Daoud, Justin Carter Darnell, Lanisha David, Nathaniel Everett Davis, Carmen Annette de Alba Cardenas, Regina Laurel de la Peña, Avery Danielle DeHaven, Reno Humberto del Toro, Adrian Cavazos Delgado, Joshua Lee DeMotts, Evan K. Desai, Lauren Deloge, Lisa Catherine Diethelm, Jonathan Richard DeMaline, Monica Rose Dinglesen, Leah Nicole Dinius, Devin Richard Dosky, Bridget Lynn Dreyfus, Frank G. Duenas Jr., Adrian Dunn, James Augustus Dunn, Ashlyn Duran, Rachel Pearl Durling, Caitlin R. Dyer, Kelly Ann Dias, Abigail Rachel Marie Eastvold, Reginald Glenn Edwards, Sarah Michelle Edwards, Kelsey Kalesi Eckeberg, Farah Khaled Eltahami, Taryn Blair Engmark, Allison Jewel Engstrom, Karina Espinosa, Rebecca Estorga, Luciana Morales Evangelista, Aaron Everly, Joshua Irod, Griffin Thomas Babbitts, Christina K. Fancanel, Kayla Nicole Fast, Mark Gregory Feldman, Neamani Lynn Fenty, Jake Byron Fitzgerald, Noah Russell Flack, Casey McCabe Flanagan, David Wayne Flash, Christina Maria Flores, Hannah Fortman, Gabrielle Aviv Foster,
Lauren Elizabeth Fountain,
Allison K. Fowler, Elise Renee Freiberger, Alexa Fuenmayor, Alyssa Loren Fuentes, Sophia Fuentes,
Catherine Elizabeth Fusillo,
Maureen E. Galen, Alex Santiago Gallagher,
Sanjana Garg,
Victoria Gibson, Kylie Nicole Gillespie, Amanda Marie Gillot,
John Marcelino Torres Jimenez,
Constantina Maria Grazia Giuliano, Karishma Goel, Aubrey Nicole Goins,
Rachel Gold,
Natalie Emma Goldenberg, Alexandra A. Gonser, Hannah Lorraine Gonzalez, Amanda Rianne Goodman, Andrew Goodman, Brian Blake Gratz, Elon Graves, Jerry Greer, Ethan John Grenny, Haley Gribner, Quincy Ray Gritman, Maithili Rajesh Gubi, Mark Alexander Guilfoyle, Michael Isaac Gutnick, Gregory Paul Hahn, Janelle M. Hancock, Eric Charles Hansen, Reed Harmon, Stefan Kent Harper, Amber D. Harris, Jennifer Ann Hatfield, Caroline Grace Hogley, Nicholas Kent Hedges, Brianna Blakely Henderson, Camelia Rania Herrera, Elizabeth Marie Hitchens, Crystal Maria Hill, Victoria Ashley Hill, Isabella Rose Hoffman, Emily Caitlin Holdaway, Jacob Holter, Ryan Daniel Hood, Jessica Hopkins, Melissa J. Horacek, Jeffrey Horst,
Andrew James Francis Howard,
Molly Janelle Hudson, Noah Anthony Huerta, Kimberly Hughes, Erica A. Hutzler, Daniel Zachary Inez, Joshua Allen Iverson, Howard Glenn Jackson II, Aaron Bradley James, Kennedy Savannah Jameson, Sammy Jarjour, Erica Bishop Jemison Baltazar, Daria Yasmin, Jennifer Johnson, Rashira Johnson, Carrie Ann Jones, Roderick Brandon Jones, Vaughn M. Jones, Sophia Alicia Kaufman, Noah Daniel Kelly, Jessica Gina Kemp, Stephen Tyler Kennedy,
Sabrina Mariam Canoon,
Mason Tyler Kern, Jacqueline J. Kiley, Logan Braylon Kinsey, Ethan Andrew Kispert, Jordan Lynn Klee,
Linda Rayleigh Klein,
James Alexander Cobalt, Madeline Ann Codell, Rosemarie Cornice, Brandon P. Krause, Brian Scott Krejci, Alexandria Marie Krusniak, Danielle Kurtz, Brian Evan Lamborn Hertzberg, Megan Lamott, Emma Jane Lamon, Jamie Elizabeth Landers, Noah Lau, Cassandra Eileen Laubach, Kara Elise Lawler, Hannah Crystal Lee, Stephen Jared Ledoux, Sydney Taylor Lee, Rachel Ann Leach, Jacob Thomas Lewis, Maya Isis Lewis, Alicia Crandall Litke, Justin Andrew Ligon, Rebecca Ann Litwiller, Levi Jared Long, Mary Louise Long, Megan Longenecker, Caitlin Sue Lonsdale, Christian Andres Lopez, Wendy Lopez Delgado, Haley Lawrenson, Raymond Allen Lutsky, Hannah M. Lyles, Paulina Machado, John Matthew McNary, Kristalina Dolores Magoe, Joan Marie Magdabe, James Malamas, Amara Malik, Tyler Reese Mannion, Blake Kristen Marquardt, Rebecca Marsh, Marcus Antoine Matthews, Victoria Marie Matthias, Erica Marie May, Jennifer Lynn Maisel, Caitlin Mazer, Stephen James McCarthy, Randall G. McCowan, Travis McQuaid, Jenna Rose McQuarrie, Michelle Elaine Mihawk, Sydney Ellen Tess Mejia, Sarah Marie Maland, Andrew David Merkin, Jonathan Magdi Masiha, Kathleen Marie Miller, Zachary E. Milne, Alan Miller Moffett, Mohammed Hessamodin Mogadazadeh Kurmani, Samantha Pacheco Molina, Jessica Nicole Montgomery, Zachary S. Moore, Marquise Antonio Morales, Cheyenne Michelle Moreno, Edward Morris, Jesse Allen Morrison, Isabel Ashley Mueller, Ayana Mohammed, Samantha A. Murakami, Alyssa Orantia Murphy, Jessica Lynn Myers, Erica Joy Mervick, Taylor Ann Nag, Jalpan Deval Nadavati, Ariella Isabel Nardizzi, Justin David Neal, Erica Lynn Nelson, Amy Sue Nemeth, Lauren Elizabeth Newhouse, Brooke Ray Newman, Adam Jude Noel, Carrie Lynn Noel, Susan Nicole Noto, Caitlin Ashley Oates, Hope Ashley O'Brien, Taylor O'Connor, Grace Catherine Oldham, Michael Kincaid Oldham Sr., Muska Olumi, Jacqueline Kimberly O'Neill, Michael Orlick, Monica Orozco, Jocelyn Dionisia Ortega, Joshua Ortega, James Edward Padusis, Maria Andreevna Parkomchuk, Emma Jordan Parkhouse, Loranda Parnature, Moshe C. Paul, Kyla Annika Pierce, Kayla Marie Pearson, Marco Antonio Peralta, Edwin Perez, Joseph A. Perez, Brianna Dakota Peters, Elizabeth A. Pfeiffer, Shariah Phillip, Clark Randolph Pingree, Kevin M. Pirapor, Annabella Christine Pionti, Michael W. Pleasant, Megan Potter, Madison Porzynski, Alyssa Michelle Prager, Kaylin Principe, Rachel Yanga Puno,
Kiera Rose Quaranta,
Sarandon Grace Raboyne, Charles Alexander Rarig, Carly Lauren Reed, Mickey S. Reel, Haley Rain, Tobias J. Rain, Maricho Bacalso Rica Blanca, Sean Spencer Rice, Sydney Rich, Emma Catherine Richberg, Emma Ann Riquido, Koki Brian Riley, Avery Nicole Roberts, Carson Dean Roberts, Aaron Nicole Robinson, Reba Robinson, Caden Robeson, Jacqueline Cecilia Robledo, Jordan Roderick, Austin Tyler Rogers, Jordan Gabriel Rogers, Gina Michelle Romeo, Josue Romero, Estefany Rosales, Allison Page Rowe, Caitlin A. Robotham, Sabrina Michelle Rubalcava, Sydney Rubin, Eric Charles Ruby, Erica Noel Ruland, Alexis Ruiz, Taylor Umiko Rush, Amanda N. Rudder, Mackenzie Farron Sadeghi, Zavida Sadikovic, Abdulsamad Hadi M. Sali, Ariana Salas Porras, Brianna Lee Sandoval, Jacob Robert Santo, Morenike Munirat Sanusi, Peyton McKenna Sasso, Aaron Kelly Saueressig,
Sedona Rose Saulnier,
April K. Schroeder, Chelsea Schuchert, Morgan Lynn Schuett, Kenyon Schwartz,
Autumn Ray Senior Williams,
Joseph Michael Serrano, Jonathan Byron Shalley, Megan Sheehan, Stacy Sherman, Erica Lauren Scipione, Abigail Shipley, Taylor Donald Shreve, Christian Alexander Sita Villarreal, Kendra Simon, Marquita Cherise Simpson, Talia C. Simpson, Savannah Sletton, Gerard Sloan, Carly Ann Small, Jennifer Smith, Jessica M. Smith, Karen Aide Solorio Rangel, Brooke Sorensen, Julia Ray Sorgi, Nicole Alexandra Soto, Zachary Scott Speaker, Claire Elizabeth Spinner, Kiara Lene Spotsville, Henry H. Steiner, Lilia Angelita Steen, Jake Anthony Stern, Nicole Felicita Stewart, Savannah Nicole Stewart, Mariah Stiert, Tyler Lee Stearman, Autumn Misty Storholt, Alexis Teray Stovall, Samantha Nicole Stahl, Kaylee Sulzberger, Kathy Alice Sunderland, Ryan Supple, Nicole Shazurik, Daniel Tadisi, Jordan Tanner, Chad Everett Taylor, Victoria Sophia Taylor, Beno Lars Thomas, Brenna Erin Marie Thomas, Luis Enrique Torres, Brenna Suzanne Toshner, Sarah Elizabeth Toth, Courtney Bree Trask, Miles Walter Tucker, Sean Michael Turntine, Natalie Tishka, Abigail Kate Verowick, Selena Gabrielle Valencia, Alyssa Valley, Emma Lorraine Vandeninde, Alexis M. Varato, Kyle Thomas Vassallo, Ranjani Venkatakrishnan, Alaya Renee Villegas, Ryan Vlahovic, Derek Peter Velko, Madison Wagner, Heath Darrell Waits, Quentin T. Walker, Rachel Walker, Anna Marie Walsh, Riley Lyndon Walter, Ivory A. Ward, Madison Rachel Waring, Elizabeth Marie Warner, Alexander J. Weiner, Iliana Wendt, Addison Lee Whelan, Delaney Kathleen White, Cody Ty Whitehouse, Elena Scarlett Whitfield, Brittany Nicole Wickham, Macy A. Williams, William Tommy Wilson, Allison Wise, Ivan Yakin, Michael Yazzie, Alexis M. Young, Luis Zambrano, Melissa N. Zaremba, Harrison Zhang, Yingchen Zhu, Alexa Nicole Zellner,